how we might be missing people by not providing that information about events like this.
And the beauty of everybody here is the resources, you know where to go. Wanda knows where to go. Tom, where to go. All of these, so the group that's going to come together, that's going to be the people on the bus, are going to say, hey, we need to go to these churches here, we need to go to those people right here, we need to go over here. The group that's coming together that wants to be involved with planning this timeline and where we're going to go and who's going to be on the bus, that's who, if you're interested in being in that group, somehow I will send what I'll do is I'll send an email out to everybody, a follow-up email. And then if you're interested, you send it back, and I'm going to have a couple different dates of when we can get together, the group, and make this happen. And it's going to be rather quickly. I don't want to have dates in 3 months down the road. I want to have this happen like probably February. So we can potentially be hitting the road in March, you know, so this does not get dragged out. And you can answer back, what dates do you want? Are you, if you're able to make it, great. If you're not, we're still going to go ahead. So.
Is there any plan on how the data is going to be aggregated, or what data points we want to pick up on, so we can begin to do things like?
That's what this group does. The group that's going to get together, we're going to make all of those decisions.
So if I'm understanding right, we've got 2 challenges as a group. We want to do 2 things today. Number 1, we need to go back out and gather data, so and talk to people. No, that's not it.
No,
I mean,
we need to know what we want first.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, that was going to be my next question. What are the questions we should be asking?
no, the next step is whoever wants to be involved with determining what dates we're going to go, where we're going to go, what we're going to say. I'm going to send an email out to everybody in the group with a couple of dates of when we're going to get together and make those decisions. We're going to come up with the timeline. We're going to come up with where we're going to go. We're going to come up with the questions, and then boom, we're going to hit the road and we're going to go. And then once we get all of that information, then we'll come back and we'll have the 4th summit. And everybody will be invited, and everybody can bring whoever they want to come, and then we're going to go from there. Whether it's put together a formal presentation to the city or decide what the next step is. Tom.
Yeah, I just want to make a couple of comments that I hope will be helpful. I'm not sure. But my mama used to say, good, better, best, never let it rest, make good better and better best. We weren't doing anything last year. Yeah. And we're doing something now. So we're doing a little bit better, guys, than we've ever done. Now, we got to take those suggestions and make that better best. I'm not sure we can get from nothing to best overnight. So you got to bear with us, all right? That we are moving in the right direction, and we're all moving in the same direction versus all these what do you call them, silos, where everybody's trying to do something. Now you got everybody in the room, all right, talking the same thing, and hopefully some of these surveys will also give us the aspiration of the people, all right? You can't get all the people together. That's not going to happen. Right? All right, so you got to get their aspirations through various methods. Now, that's what I just commented. But I really want to get to my real comment, and that's to the issue of what I think I've heard is that, where's that circle, all right? Your circle there suggests, and I'll use that, no, you had one with concentric circles on it. Yeah, that one there. You know, most of the conversations seem to be centered on that middle circle, which is Pontiac, all right? That everything we're going to do is going to be within Pontiac for this. But look, guys, if you listen to Roland Hill, Roland Hill will tell you of the 23,000 jobs in Pontiac, only 1,700 people live in Pontiac and work in Pontiac. So you have all these people that are going outside that circle. That's where the jobs are. So we have to think of this system greater than that middle circle and think about this concentric circle. And what he says also is that only half the people that work outside that circle are in the second circle, all right? Most of the jobs that these people have are greater than 15 miles out. So how do we get what Doug Smith, he's trying to find jobs, and Roland's trying to find jobs, how do we get those people out there so that they can add the tax value to get a better system? You can't forget that.
Right, no, and that could be one of the things that the CPP could address, going outside the city limits. That's one aspect of it. So now you're gonna take people outside the city to get to their jobs, but what about the city? Well, that's where education could come in, or whatever, I mean, all of these things. You know, you create projects downtown with the STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Right here at the Phoenix Center in Ottawa Towers, the infrastructure is there, 13 gigabytes that they can access. So now maybe there's somehow you bring people downtown to get the education they need, to get the training that they need. You know what? That's going to bring economic development downtown. Developers are going to see people moving around downtown, so they're going to want to come and be here. That could help, you know, the economy of the city of Pontiac. It all works together. That's why transportation is key. And the CPP isn't going to solve all those problems. What it's going to do is offer another layer that the residents will have a choice, whereas today they have two choices for public transportation. This will give them a third choice of public transportation. And look what's evolved just in this hour and a half. Not only do we have potential, we've got two for sure, potentially a third of the CPP. Now maybe the churches can get involved and they can help offset the need there. We've got Ronnie here who's got the service that he offers. We have Freedom Road. All of these things, now if you count them up, I believe we're up to a potential of 6 transportation choices that the residents of Pontiac could possibly have. I just want to have an amen. Blair.
I've got a question for the deputy mayor. At the end of the last meeting, we passed 2 resolutions.
Heard about the meeting.
Yeah. One of them was to the mayor, deputy mayor of the city, and it indicated what we were doing and explained it and asked for support. I'm wondering if the deputy mayor can report on how that letter was received, what the mayor and the deputy mayor's feelings are about this program in general.
Well, I do know that we support it, which is why obviously I'm here. I know that this is an important, I don't want to call it project, but this is an important service for our community. We don't have answers yet. We're still looking for them. We're still reviewing them. We're still kind of in the beginning phase. So my answer to you is, yes, we support it. Yes, we want to work. Obviously, we still have a lot of questions that need to be addressed. And until we get at least some of the key answers, I don't know if I can give you a specific solution. But I can tell you this. We are supportive. We understand the need. We just need to figure out how we're going to get there. And I know funding is an important issue that needs to be resolved.
It's my understanding that this is revenue neutral to the city. That's our general premise, that SMART gives what they say is a community credit, which is cash. They give cash to the city reallocates it to this makeshift program that SMART has created. If we create this new program, it's not going to cost the city. It's not going to take any funds from the general fund, nor is it going to add it.
It depends on what it looks like, will determine the cost. It could be a wash, where, you know, but if the CPP program that's designed by what is based upon the needs of the residents of the city approved, it could involve, there are CPP programs out there that exist that operate on the municipal and the community credits, and they also receive grant funding, and they get there's a line item in the city's budget to support it. So before we jump to it's a wash, why aren't we doing it, we have to take a look and decide what's it going to be, and we can't make that decision until we go out in the community and find out.
So let me ask
One thing for Jim.
have you guys been able to articulate what your key questions are?
No, we're still working on that. We are still working on that.
Kermit.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to Blair's point, one of the reasons that the emergency manager cited in getting rid of the program initially was the city was paying health care for the drivers. So that's just another component that we need to look at when we restart.
So is everybody clear on what the next step is gonna be? I'm gonna send an email out to all of you with a couple of dates of when I'm gonna hold the meeting for those who wanna be in the bus and
Do you have something more
decide
to add?
where we're
Do you have
going,
something more to add?
what we're gonna ask, that type of thing. You respond back to me,
I thought
and
maybe
then
you
we'll go
had.
from there. Thank you so much for everybody